Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Center's Dream. I am Lady Ariel and I am here for another video. I have not forgotten about you guys. I have been super busy, but I am here to talk about the Libra full moon that just happened over the weekend, okay? The energy is still prevalent, okay? So I want you guys to really, take time and listen to this message because I feel like it's going to be helpful. This energy has been, really heavy and really strong, even within like this year. So I want to break everything down. First, I want to talk about Lilith. So, for those of you guys who don't know the story of Lilith, the way I look at Lilith is it's an energy. So Lilith is very much misunderstood. Like, of course they want to make something demonic so you don't tap into it. Like Lilith is that energy that is independent, that is rebellious. But just because it's independent and rebellious does not mean it's something that is negative, okay? Lilith is that energy that cannot be tamed, cannot be controlled, okay? So in some stories, they say, Lilith was the first wife of Adam. And, since he could not control her, she was so independent and whatnot, she was kicked out of the Garden of Eden and was replaced with Eve, okay? And Eve was just this perfect wife, she did what she was told and she listened to an extent with, the exception of, the apple or whatever. But again, Lilith is that, again, that independent, that fierce energy who, she knows what she wants and she knows how to get it, okay? So this is energy that has been suppressed, has been shunned, has been, made to feel less than, like something was wrong with her, whatever. So that is the energy of Lilith. If that doesn't resonate with you, you can look up to see what stories of Lilith does resonate with you. But at the end of the day, it all, is the same thing, okay? As far as that energy of, guilt, shame, and whatnot, okay? Now, someone that I really admire is Glorilla, okay? So we have the same Lilith placement. And I feel like we have similar backgrounds as far as, the religious aspect. Her real name is Gloria Hallelujah, for those of you guys who don't know. And I'm just so proud of her, the way that, she came out and, she's been doing her thing as far as, just expressing herself truly, She doesn't care, what anyone thinks. You could just tell the growth over the years and her just coming out of her shell. And it just seems so real and genuine and raw. And that takes a lot of courage, okay? That takes a lot of, love of self. And I just really love that about her. So, Glorilla, yes, keep doing your thing, girl. Okay. So Lilith represents the powerful trait within you. These unique talents and abilities serve you well, but for some reason along the way, you may have been shamed, okay? You may have felt like you were rejected by society. So instead, you suppress these unique talents, qualities, and abilities to conform to those around you, okay? That's how I look at Lilith, the energy of Lilith. Now, you can find this where Black Moon Lilith is in your chart, okay? So you're going to need to look at your birth chart. Look to see where Lilith is, like which house it is in, okay? It's going to really, signify what's really going on, okay? This is the area in your life where it will show up in your life the most. For example, if you have Lilith in the second house, it will be mirroring things with your self-worth, relationships, with wealth, okay? Morals, values, and whatnot. If you have Lilith in the sixth house, it's going to be focused more on health, work, routine, all right? Even the work scene and how you, for example, I could see someone who doesn't take any, shit at work, all right? Knowing your value, knowing what you're worth, okay? Asking for those promotions and whatnot. So this is the area in your life where you may have felt, again, rejection or shame. This transit is to help you to transform this rejection and or shame, okay? This feeling of rejection may have been a theme when Lilith entered Libra, okay, in June of 2024, okay? Lilith left Libra March 29th, okay? However, this full moon in Libra may mirror reflections of old, unhealed wounds and themes of rejection or shame, spilling into your relationship with others and with yourself, okay? So you really have to think about, even go back to your childhood. So this is also a lot of inner childhood, healing that you must do, okay? It's like maybe you were one who wanted to be a superhero, okay? So you would dress up in your superhero costume or whatever as a child. You wanted to go to the grocery store in your super outfit or whatever. You pretended like you were saving the day, and then someone just one day was like, what are you doing? Like, you're too old to be doing that or something, But it's something that brought you joy. This is just example, okay? And it just really made you feel like, dang, like, second guess yourself, like, hey, maybe, I'm not a superhero. Maybe, I really don't have this gift or this talent, or, and it made you shrink yourself, okay? Maybe you were an artist, okay, or a singer, and you felt like, you couldn't make a career out of that. So you settled for a regular desk job or whatever. And it's really about, you suppress your creativity, okay? This is not the time to do that, okay? You must tap back in, all right? It's like, just because you're an adult doesn't mean that you can't have fun, all right? With Libra, as far as, balance and whatnot, you have to have a balance, work and social life, okay? You can't just work all the time and, not enjoy, the pleasures and stuff of life. So tap back in, whatever, just look back, whatever it was that, you were shunned for, or something that was suppressed or whatever. Really do the inner work and the inner healing for that, okay? Now, this goes hand in hand with Mars entering Leo, okay, on the 17th of this month, all right? This will bring out more confidence and opportunity for you to shine, all right? So use these energies, okay? They're here for you. They're here to help you. And again, don't forget the little boy or the little girl in you who had all these hopes and dreams and all these, creative endeavors. And do not let anyone, dim your light, okay? You are here, you're born to shine, and, bring some sense of joy, around you, with your family, your friends.
I was waiting till the sky was falling, held my breath till every single star had a light.